The kingdom of Fenris is a prosperous city. Having stood for thousands of years, it has become a bastion of wealth and power. But all is not what it seems. Moriko, by effect of her birth, was never destined for a life of peace. After the death of her parents, Moriko was forced to fend for herself on the hostile streets of Fenris. Her existence was unwelcomed by many.
Keep away, she-elf. I'll not have you taint my wares.
Bereft of guidance, she could never understand why. She wandered alone, until a couple with kind eyes and outstretched hands offered her sanctuary. At first, Moriko wasn't accepted by the other children. Her differences were clear. In their eyes, she was strange and different, alien to them. The children were quick to be reprimanded and reluctantly tolerated her presence for the time being. Years passed. Sadly, Moriko never managed to find her forever home, always rejected for her delicate and shy nature. She watched as others eventually left, replaced by other children in need of a home, leaving her the oldest orphan that remained. This did not deter Moriko from giving her best in everything she did. She became unwavering in her support, a true role model for everyone in the sanctuary. Over time, she took up the mantle of a maternal figure and became the owner of the orphanage. Then, on a day like any other, after a long excursion at the market, Moriko arrived back to a strangely quiet orphanage. Anxiously, she entered, hoping that the children were just hiding to surprise her. As she reached the meal table, she spotted the source of her growing unease, a lone folded note at the center. Her hands trembled as she unfolded the note, revealing a horrific ultimatum inside. If you wish to see your whelps again, you do as we say. Come to the deep forest, betwixt the trees at the stone pillar. Come alone, or we'll expose you, she-elf. Without a word to anyone, she went deep into the forest, just as the note bade her. She arrived at the place and waited. And waited. And waited. An hour had already passed. The cold set in and Moriko could no longer feel her fingers. Thinking she was at the wrong location, she walked a small distance and was greeted by the lumps of shadows in the field before her. Only upon getting closer did she realize what those shadows were. Familiar faces. Family. All dead. Murdered and lying lifeless scattered around her. She screamed, filled with agony that pierced the woods. Suddenly, quick lumbering footsteps could be heard nearby, running rapidly and growing louder. Moriko's grief turned to rage as she turned towards the encroaching footsteps, pulling out a dagger she had hidden with her. However, she was much too late. Her body flew fast and hard, hitting a distant tree and fell helplessly. Moriko cried as she attempted to get up despite her dwindling consciousness. But the creature was merciless. It wasn't clear when, but Moriko died long before it finished its onslaught. She never stood a chance. The creature lumbered away into the growing darkness until all was silent. Nascent ether began flowing from the reflection of the moon on the lake towards Moriko. Each droplet of energy given caused the reflection to fade until it was no more. The moon has chosen to sacrifice a piece of itself to bring Moriko back, to right the sinful wrong. After the dust settled, Moriko collapsed to her feet. Momentarily relieved, she allowed herself to finally grieve her losses. To honor those who passed, Moriko swore to make sure no more innocent lives would ever suffer the same end.